Have you ever woken up and felt like your body just didn't want to get going? Like your limbs are slower, your balance is a little off, or your energy seems to vanish before lunch? You're not alone. Mornings can feel different after 70, and sometimes we don't realize that the way we start our day might actually be setting us back instead of lifting us up. Now, here's the good news. A better morning doesn't need fancy supplements, or waking up at 5 a.m., or running a marathon before breakfast. It just takes knowing what habits to avoid and what to do instead to help your body feel more alive, more stable, and more ready for the day ahead. That's why today, I want to talk to you about something that could truly change how you feel, not just in the morning, but all day long. We're going to look at 4 dangerous mistakes people over 70 often make in the early hours without even realizing it. These habits might seem harmless or even routine, but they can quietly affect your balance, heart, digestion, and mood. And here's the most important part. You can fix them starting tomorrow morning. Let's ease into it with something that sounds small, but has a big impact. So, tell me, do you hop out of bed the second you wake up? If you do, you're definitely not alone. Most of us were raised to get up and get going, to be productive. But after 70, that habit can actually be risky. When we lie down for several hours, especially overnight, our blood pressure settles. The moment we sit up or stand, gravity kicks in and pulls blood toward our legs. That's totally normal, but for older adults, it can happen more suddenly. And when it does, it can cause dizziness or even fainting. Getting out of bed too quickly is one of the most common causes of falls among seniors, especially in the morning. That first step out of bed might feel like a simple movement, but when your blood hasn't caught up to your body, it can send you straight to the floor. So here's what to do instead. When you wake up, take a moment. Sit up slowly. Swing your legs over the edge of the bed. Wiggle your toes. Roll your shoulders a bit. Breathe. Let your body adjust. Give it 30 to 60 seconds. It may feel like a small delay, but those few seconds allow your heart and blood vessels to catch up, which keeps you steady on your feet. Think of it like warming up a car engine on a winter morning. You wouldn't just turn the key and drive off full speed. You ease into it. Your body deserves the same care, especially as it works a little harder to regulate balance and blood pressure. Now, once you're up and moving, maybe you head into the kitchen and reach for that first cup of coffee. I get it. Coffee feels like a warm hug in a mug, doesn't it? But here's the second common mistake many people over 70 make: relying on coffee before drinking water. Our bodies lose water overnight. Even though we're not sweating or moving much, we're still breathing, and we still lose moisture through the skin. By the time you wake up, you're already mildly dehydrated, and dehydration is sneaky. It can show up as fatigue, confusion, dizziness, or even poor coordination. And here's the kicker. Coffee, while comforting, is also a diuretic. That means it makes you urinate more, which pulls even more water from your system. If the first thing you do in the morning is pour a big mug of coffee without hydrating first, you're starting your day even more dehydrated than you realize. That can make you feel groggy, unsteady, or anxious, especially if your stomach is empty. The solution? Before that beloved first cup of coffee, drink a glass of water. Even half a glass is a good start. Room temperature is fine, and if you want to add a little lemon or a slice of cucumber, go for it. Water first thing in the morning wakes up your digestive system, gently hydrates your joints and muscles, and helps your brain feel more alert. It's such a simple change, but one that can truly make a difference in how clear-headed and balanced you feel throughout the morning. Now, let's go a little deeper. Think about your mornings lately. Have you ever skipped breakfast because you just didn't feel hungry? Or maybe you told yourself you don't need as much food these days. That brings us to the third morning mistake, a quiet one, but a powerful one. Skipping or delaying a balanced breakfast. It's easy to think, I'm not burning as many calories, so I don't need to eat much. But the truth is, your body still needs fuel, especially protein, fiber, and healthy fats, to maintain strength, muscle, and focus. When we skip breakfast or settle for just toast or a plain cup of tea, we're setting ourselves up for a blood sugar crash later. That means feeling tired, shaky, or even irritable by mid-morning. More importantly, Going too long without food after waking can contribute to muscle loss over time. And after 70, maintaining muscle is key to everything: balance, movement, metabolism, even immune health. So what should breakfast look like? It doesn't have to be big or complicated. A slice of whole grain toast with peanut butter, oatmeal with a sprinkle of chia seeds and banana, scrambled eggs with a few slices of avocado. Even a smoothie with yogurt, fruit, and a little protein powder works wonders. Just something with a mix of protein, fiber, and healthy fat to keep your body nourished and your energy steady. And here's something else. Eating breakfast is also an emotional anchor. It creates rhythm in your day. It tells your body, we're awake, we're cared for, and we're starting strong. That kind of consistency builds confidence and calm. Two things we all need a little more of as we age. So, we've talked about getting out of bed too quickly, skipping hydration, and delaying breakfast. These might seem like small things, but they're not. They stack up. They affect your energy, your safety, and even how you interact with your loved ones. Just imagine how different your day might feel if you ease into your morning, gave your body a little time to catch up, fed it with something nourishing, and started with hydration instead of caffeine. You'd feel more stable, less foggy, and maybe even a little lighter on your feet. That's the power of good habits. And the best part is, it's never too late to start them. Now, as we keep going, I want to take you through one more morning habit that often gets overlooked, but might be quietly affecting your body more than you realize. You might not think about this one often, but it could be affecting how your muscles, joints, and even your heart respond first thing in the morning. Let's talk about movement, or more accurately, the lack of it, right after waking up. Many folks over 70 make the mistake of going straight from bed to chair without any gentle physical activity in between. You might get out of bed, shuffle to the kitchen, sit down to read the paper or watch the news, and before you know it, you've been mostly still for another hour or more. Now, I'm not saying you need to start doing jumping jacks the moment you open your eyes, but here's what happens when we skip movement in the morning. Our muscles stiffen, our joints tighten up, blood flow stays sluggish, and our bodies stay in that resting mode far longer than they need to. That sluggishness can follow you into the rest of the day, making everything from climbing stairs to reaching for a dish feel just a little bit harder. But even more than that, not moving early in the day affects your confidence. Think about it. When your body feels creaky or stiff in the morning, it's easy to start doubting what you can do. That can quietly chip away at your independence and how willing you are to go for a walk, run errands, or visit friends later in the day. So how do we shift that? We introduce just a little bit of gentle movement, right in your bedroom if you like. Nothing intense, nothing fancy. Just simple stretches to loosen up the shoulders, the hips, the neck, maybe a slow march in place for 30 seconds, a few arm circles, or even some seated stretches if standing is a challenge. It's not about burning calories. It's about waking up the body with kindness. You can even do this while your tea is steeping, or while you're waiting for your toast. Make it part of your rhythm. The goal isn't perfection, it's circulation. When blood is moving, your joints get nourished, your muscles get oxygen, and your brain gets clarity. That's the kind of wake up your body really craves. And here's something else to think about. Movement first thing in the morning helps your digestive system too. It gently nudges your body into go mode, which supports regularity, and believe me, that makes a big difference in how you feel later in the day. Now, let me say this clearly. If mornings are hard for you, if you feel stiff or achy or tired, you're not doing anything wrong. It's not about blaming yourself. It's about noticing what might be missing and being gentle with yourself as you try something new. I've talked with many people who are nervous about adding movement in the morning because they felt like their body couldn't handle it. But when they started with just a few shoulder rolls or ankle circles before stepping into the shower, they began to feel more in control of their bodies, more aware of how to care for them. And that kind of awareness is empowering. So tomorrow morning, before you sit down, give your body 90 seconds. Just 90 seconds. Move what you can, stretch what feels tight, breathe into the areas that feel stuck, and do it without any judgment. This is your time, and your body deserves your attention. Let's pause here and just reflect a bit. You've been through a lot in your life. You've worked, raised families, cared for others, faced challenges, and kept going. So now, this part of life, it's not about rushing or getting it right. It's about taking back the little moments that add up to something bigger. Morning is one of those moments. If we can reclaim our mornings, even just a little, we set the tone for the rest of the day. And that's a gift we give ourselves. These first hours of the day matter more than most people think. They affect how steady we walk, how clear we think, and even how open we are to joy. And that's why noticing and correcting these morning mistakes can be so powerful. You're not just avoiding a fall or easing a cramp. You're saying, I'm still here, I still matter, and I'm going to care for myself the best way I can. You don't need to change everything overnight. You just need to notice one thing, one small shift, and do it with intention. Maybe tomorrow you wait an extra 30 seconds before standing up. Or maybe you drink water before your coffee. Or maybe you stretch your arms instead of heading straight to the couch. That's all it takes. I know you're capable of that. I've seen it in so many people just like you. Folks who thought they were stuck, only to find out that a better morning was just one habit away. And when you start your day feeling steady, hydrated, fueled, and just a little more mobile, you give yourself the gift of confidence. You carry that energy into your phone calls, your errands, your walks, your conversations. And trust me, people notice. More importantly, you notice your mornings are not just routines. They're the roots of your health, your mindset, and your joy. And even if you've been making these mistakes for years, there's no shame in that. There's only the opportunity to make tomorrow better. Now take a breath. Let that sink in for a moment. You've already done something good for yourself just by learning this. That counts. That matters. And tomorrow morning, when your feet touch the floor, I hope you remember, your body isn't just waking up, it's listening. And every kind, gentle thing you do for it will be returned to you in energy, stability, and peace. Let's keep going. There's one more habit I want to talk to you about, and it might be the most overlooked of all. It doesn't involve food or stretching or even how fast you get out of bed. It has more to do with your mind than your body, but the impact it has on your overall health is just as real. Let me ask you this. What are the first thoughts you have in the morning? Do you wake up thinking about everything that's wrong, your aching knees, your to-do list, something someone said last week? Or maybe it's not even specific. Maybe it's just a heaviness, a kind of low mood you can't quite explain. That feeling of another day, same old, same old. If that sounds familiar, I want you to know this. You're not alone. Many people over 70 experience morning mood dips. It can be a quiet, invisible habit, one that creeps in over time and becomes part of the routine without us even realizing it. And while it's completely natural to feel off some days, starting every morning with a sense of dread or defeat can quietly chip away at your motivation, your energy, and even your health. This is what I call the silent emotional mistake, letting your mind drift into negative patterns before your feet even touch the ground. And here's the truth, your thoughts matter, especially in the morning, when your brain is most open, most impressionable. That first 5 minutes, it sets the tone. It can shape how you eat, how you move, how you talk to others, and even how you treat yourself. Now, let's be clear. I'm not talking about pretending everything is perfect or forcing fake positivity. That's not real, and it's not helpful. I'm talking about intention. Choosing one small, good thought to start your day. Something simple, something honest. Like, today, I will take it slow, and that's okay. I'm grateful I get another morning to try again. Even if I move slower, I still matter. My life is still meaningful. Right here, right now. These aren't magic words. They're anchors. They keep your mind from drifting into worry or regret. They help you steer your focus toward what you can do, what you still have, and what you still are. And when you pair this with the physical habits we've talked about, getting out of bed slowly, hydrating, eating well, moving gently, you're building something bigger than a routine. You're creating a morning ritual that respects both your body and your spirit. Because here's what I believe. Your mornings are not just a way to get through the day. They are an act of self-respect, a message to yourself that says, I still have worth. I'm still in charge of how I begin. Think about how powerful that is. After all the years you've lived, all the roles you played, parent, worker, spouse, caregiver, you deserve to wake up and feel like your day matters. Because it does. You matter. Every single day you wake up is an opportunity to choose again. And that choice starts with how you treat your body, your mind, and your heart in those first few minutes. So let's gently pull all this together. Maybe tomorrow, you'll sit up a little slower in bed and give your blood pressure time to catch up. Maybe you'll pour a glass of water before the coffee. Maybe you'll take a few steps in place. Stretch your arms, feel your shoulders loosen. And maybe, just maybe, you'll whisper something kind to yourself, even if no one else hears it. That's where the real change begins. Not in giant leaps or fancy fixes, but in small, quiet choices that say, I care for myself. And listen, you don't have to do it all at once. You don't even have to do it perfectly. Just pick one thing, one morning shift. Start there. Try it for a week. See how it feels in your body, in your thoughts, in your day. Then build from there. You've got time, and you've got wisdom. That's your superpower. If any of this resonated with you, if you've made one of these morning mistakes, or if you've already started to change them, I'd love to hear from you in the comments. What's helped you start your day with more energy, calm, or confidence? Your story can inspire someone else who's watching this and feeling a little lost. We're all in this together. And if this video helped you see your mornings a little differently, please give a like. It tells YouTube that this kind of content matters. And if you haven't already, subscribe to the channel. We talk about real, honest ways to feel stronger, live better, and stay independent after 60. And every subscriber helps this community grow. Before you go, I want to leave you with one final thought. You may not be able to control everything in life. Not your past, not your aches, not the weather outside, but you can control how you start your day. You can choose to slow down, to nourish your body, to move with care, and to speak to yourself with kindness. That choice is yours, and it's a powerful one. So here's to better mornings. Here's to strength, to grace, to hope. And here's to you, living your best life, one beautiful sunrise at a time. Take care, stay safe, and I'll see you in the next video.